Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am Tara Melvin, your founder, your event producer, your everything, coming to you from the Signature CEO Conference, where I am highlighting our illustrious speakers that will be taking the stage and just giving you a little insight into who they are, what they are, and what they're going to talk about at the conference. They're not going to give you too much. Just going to give you a little twinkle there because we want you to purchase those tickets and have your butts in the seats at the conference, where then you get all of the good stuff. And so, speaking of our illustrious speakers, I have Miss Liz Simpson, all the way from Texas, and we're talking about something this year at the conference that we have never had before. We're talking about the power of LinkedIn. Well, let me tell you exactly what she's talking about. Yes, the power of LinkedIn, optimization of your profile and content, which is going to include so much information. But before we get into that, welcome, Miss Liz. How are you?
I'm honored to be here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the conference. Just, seeing the other speakers. I'm excited to be in the room, to learn, to take notes, and also to talk about this topic because I've talked to so many entrepreneurs who are adjusting with the state of our world. And I feel really passionate about this topic because it is a way to continually grow your business and visibility and exposure in the digital world. So I'm thrilled that I get to come on and be the first to talk about it.
Awesome. And so, as many of you know, I hand select all of my speakers and I stalked her. And then it was just like, I was talking to a girlfriend of mine and she was like, oh, there's this girl I think you should get to come to your conference. And lo and behold, whose name did she send to me? I said, this is it. I got to reach out because the sign came. And when she answered, I was just like, yay. So I am so excited. Liz, I'm not going to read a bio about you. I want you to tell people, who are you? Who is Liz?
Yes. Hi, everyone. I am Liz J. Simpson. I'm the founder of what's called Stimulus and the Big Money Movement. And what I do is I help people grow their business and do strategic relationship building through digital strategies like LinkedIn. So I'm the founder of my own business. I work with entrepreneurs and organizations. LinkedIn has recognized me as one of their top 15 sales influencers in the world to follow in 2020. HubSpot's Inbound recognized me as one of their first Inbound fellows. I've been blessed to be featured in a lot of PR, public relations, and publications, but really my focus is really helping people grow their business, get clients, get visibility in the digital world. And I just happen to believe that your most valuable platform is LinkedIn. It's the place to be.
Tell people a little bit about your topic. Don't give them too much because we won't need about a ticket. Okay? So tell people what you're going to be talking about at the conference.
Love it. Awesome. Okay. So I love what you just talked about. In business, we're all in the business of people, right? Your clients come from other people and through relationships. And most people do that. That's why we're trying to cultivate word of mouth relationships and referrals, and why we do, networking and things of that nature. That's why some people are going to come to the conference so that they can build relationships, right? That's a big part of that. And so then the question becomes, in this world that is increasingly digital, how do I do that? If I can't go out to the same events like I used to, what does the future of relationship building look like? And normally one of the biggest challenges for entrepreneurs is, where are my clients? How do I attract my clients? How do I go to where my clients are going to be? So I'll drop a couple stats. I got more in my back pocket. Y'all not gonna get all of them, but I'm gonna drop a few of them. So when we look at who is on LinkedIn, why should you even care about LinkedIn? So LinkedIn represents the top 25% of income earners in the US. So the average income for a LinkedIn user is about $111,000 per year or more. So how I look at that is twofold. So if I'm a business that I'm looking for clients who are individuals, but I want them to have a higher discretionary income so that they can put some money aside for my creative solution, $111,000 per year, that sounds like some decent discretionary income, right? Another part of that, 91% of executives rate LinkedIn as their number one trusted platform. So if I'm looking to have clients who are organizations or corporations, those buyers are on LinkedIn. So when we also look at Googling, right now we know that 67% of the buyer's journey is done digitally. That's a really fancy way of saying when someone's trying to choose a service provider, they turn to Google. They look online to see who they trust, right? And when you look at Google, Google has a special relationship with LinkedIn. So if someone's searching for a service provider, LinkedIn results are the top results. So oftentimes, if you're not really using LinkedIn, if you're not optimizing your profile, which we'll talk about at the conference, it means when people are looking for a service provider, those people who have a higher net income or those professionals in corporate America, if you're not using LinkedIn, they have a check in hand. They're looking for a creative service provider, but they're not finding you because you're not on LinkedIn. So that's one of the keys that I'm really passionate about, is making sure people know how to optimize so that they can be found and how to use LinkedIn to build those relationships.
You're coming to the conference, but you need to have a LinkedIn profile created coming to the conference. And we're going to do a little game where you can network with your LinkedIn profile. That's what I'm going to create.
Love it. And I have some tools in my back pocket so I can show you how to do that really simply and easily. Yes. So how do you go in a room and make sure on LinkedIn that you connect with all of those people in the room? Or if you go to a conference, how do you make sure you cultivate those relationships? I have some hacks that most people don't know about that I can share. But for now,
Awesome. And plus too, by you already having your LinkedIn profile created, as Miss Liz is on the stage speaking, you can be going through your LinkedIn profile and checking these things out as she's talking, because then it's going to make more sense to you. So yes, everybody's going to have a LinkedIn profile created. I'm making my notes so that I can put that in you all's final details of coming to the conference. That includes you speakers too. So if speakers, you're listening, you need to have your LinkedIn profile created too. So we're going to take care of that. Awesome. Love it, Liz. And how did you get into this whole world of LinkedIn?
Yeah, it was through, I just fell into it. So at the time, I was leading a consulting firm as a chief growth officer, and I led sales and marketing, right? And so part of it was in the beginning era, the era of sales and marketing really becoming more cohesive, right? So how do we attract clients? What does content marketing look like, in this digital world? And so typically leading an organization, sales was in its own silo by itself of how we're trying to bring in clients. And then marketing was in its own silo. And so the questions we would have would be, where do we go to build relationships with the people we want to build relationships with? How do we get their contact information? How do we make sure if they're not ready to buy at the time that we're able to stay top of mind and to maintain that top of mind awareness? And we were investing a lot of money, right? We were investing a lot of money in conferences, trying to get contact information, trying to build relationships. And I fell into LinkedIn and was using it. I think I came across someone who recommended LinkedIn. And at that time, it was the perfect solution. It was a free platform where I can filter and find job roles, descriptions. I can find where you're at, where your geography is. So it's easy to find my buyers. With LinkedIn, if I optimize my profile, people I'm connected with now know what I do, what I offer. I can build relationships with the new people. And then in addition, studies say that when you build relationships, typically only 3% of people have a need for what you offer at that time. Right? But most of us as entrepreneurs, we don't have time to nurture all our relationships. It's like random. I talked to this person this month, I forget about them for a few months. The power of LinkedIn when you use it well is for those people that I'm connected with. Maybe they don't need my solution today, but if I'm using LinkedIn consistently, now all of a sudden I'm visible. And so 3 months from now, when they decide I need this service, they're like, oh my gosh, Liz, I consistently see her visibly on LinkedIn talking about this thing. Let me reach out to her. So it became a sales and marketing dream. And all of this money we were spending on other areas, now LinkedIn became the one place we could do it for free. And so that's how I fell into it through that. And then over time, I became known for LinkedIn, and I've I've ran LinkedIn accounts for many organizations and individuals, and it's just become the thing that I'm known for. We've closed over $2.3 million in 18 months leveraging LinkedIn strategies, and a record-breaking 600,000 in 1 month. And so it's just been amazing. There's a lot of money and opportunity in relationships, and LinkedIn is that bridge.
Awesome. Quick question about LinkedIn. Again, you can keep the answer short. So, should people have their personal LinkedIn page plus a business page?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That's as short as I'm going to keep it.
Okay. All right. So, y'all, you're listening? Now you need to do two. Make sure you got your personal page, and then make sure you have your business page created, okay? So we're going to take care of all that. And I saw that the other day. I was on LinkedIn. I was like, oh my God, they have stories. I was like, isn't that something? Didn't even know about that. But we have a lot to talk about whenever Liz gets here. Liz, I'm excited to tell people something funny about you, or something that people wouldn't even know just by reading your bio.
Gosh, what's funny about me? I don't know.
Or not funny, a fun fact.
A fun fact about me. I hired 7 new people in the past month, and we had a team meeting, and everyone went around and was like, this is my fun thing. And they asked me what was my fun thing, and I really struggled. I was like, what's fun? In high school, my freshman year in high school, I broke 4 track records. I did. I'm a sprinter, and I hate running.
Okay.
I will race you to that stop sign over there, but do not talk to me about running around the block. I'm fast. I just don't like to run. End of fact.
Awesome. Why are you coming to the Signature CEO Conference?
Oh my gosh, because it is the place to be. And truly, I think there's such an opportunity for creative entrepreneurs and service providers. You know, I think especially in this time, one thing that really became prevalent to me in the last year is how much the arts and creativity are needed, like how much we need those services. And I know a lot of these businesses were severely impacted by the state of our world, but I think it's just because they were not given the right, I don't think a lot of the solutions and ways to be resourceful are being shared in the right ways. And so I'm really bought into your mission of let us provide to them a world-class experience, give them top knowledge so that they can build relationships, but know how to, whether things drastically change in this next year or not, I want you to be equipped to still have a successful, profitable business, and it's possible. So I'm just glad to be a part of all of the genius that will be harnessed there.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to have you. And ladies and gentlemen, get your tickets. I will have all the information running at the bottom of the screen. Also, I have at the bottom of the screen information as far as like how you can follow Liz. And Liz, tell people how they can follow you.
LinkedIn. You can find me.
She was going to say that. LinkedIn. So that's what I will have for her is her LinkedIn profile. I will tell you, no other speaker has said anything about LinkedIn. So you have to follow Liz on LinkedIn. Yeah. I'll tell you, Liz, you can be proud of me. I have a LinkedIn profile on my website. The little icon.
Yes. I have some more hacks, but I'm going to save them for your attendees. Yes. Okay. I have some good hacks for that. Mm-hmm.
So, ladies and gentlemen, join us at the Signature CEO Conference. Again, you heard Liz. She said it's going to be a world-class experience, and it is. And if any of you all personally know me, that I'm going to rock your world. This will be the best knowledge that you will ever receive out of any other conference. I'm telling you, you need to get your tickets. So again, the information will be rolling at the bottom of the screen, and we want you to be there. So we will see you there. I am Tara Melvin, and I am excited to have Miss Liz J. Simpson, and follow her on LinkedIn. All right. We will see you at the conference.